Where did the wife go? Oh my gosh. She's trying to capture more territory. She's trying to outline my territory.
What?
You're trying to outline my territory? Is that what you're doing? Oh my gosh. Our local bike shop, one that I really highly recommend, is currently called ATL E-Bikes. It's in Alpharetta, Georgia, and it's up near North Point Mall on North Point Parkway, if you guys are familiar with the area. But Greg, the owner, is somebody I've known for a long time, and his bike shop is the first time I ever sat on an e-bike. First time in my life. Didn't, had no idea what they were all about, and sat on an e-bike. He posted up on Facebook that they were having this Be a Kid Again party and come out and try all these bikes and things. And they had representatives from Velotrek and Gear Up. And for the Gear Up folks, it was their Coswheel line. So if you're familiar with the Coswheel bikes, that's the bikes that they were showing. Greg is aware of Ram Raid and kind of what we're doing, and the event that we did in January, which was freezing cold, called Zombies versus Survivors, and that was a big success. And so he responded to my post and said, hey, why don't you come here and talk to people about Ram Raid? And I thought, well, that's really cool, I'll do that. So my wife and I, we already had one of those Easy Up tents. We already had a 6-foot folding table, and we already had camping chairs. So we were halfway to a booth. And so we got one of those swanky tablecloths like you see at trade shows and things, and a couple of the acrylic holders, and we printed up little signs for Ram Raid. And we also brought a television because I wanted, in a computer, because I wanted to be able to show people where people were currently riding, what areas were in play, and who was currently controlling what areas near that event, right? So near the Be a Kid Again party. And so what I did is, and this was so surprising to me, because this mock wheel bike came with a power inverter. And so you can essentially take the battery, and either on or off the bike, you can connect the battery to the power inverter and just get a regular 110 outlet, and it gives you 1,000 watts. So I took a 55-inch TV and just set it there on the table, and I ran the computer and the TV off of the power inverter, and it worked like a champ. And I had thought that this thing was kind of a gimmick. I just didn't think I'd ever use that feature, but as it was, it ended up being exactly the thing I needed. It was a fantastic event, had a really good crowd out there. We had a lot of people who were interested in Ram Raid and who signed up. So I think at last count, we currently have 30 people here in Atlanta Metro who are in the current Ram Raid Challenge. Thanks for watching. Before you join me in this adventure, my lawyer insists that I read the following safety warning.
Warning: playing Ram Raid causes severe side effects. Clinical trials indicate that e-bike riders exposed to this GPS territory capture game frequently experience uncontrollable urges to completely drain battery power on a daily basis, dangerous levels of motivation to focus on health, movement, and getting out there, overexposure to copious amounts of fresh air and sunshine, spontaneous taking the long way home just to secure more territory, sudden delusions of grandeur, including standing over your bike and declaring, "I own these lands as far as the eye can see." The diagnosis: you have discovered Ram Raid.
If you've survived the fine print and are still willing to join me on this adventure, click the link in the description. See you on the map.